So my name is Jim Joseph. I'm the president of the Beausejour Community Group. We are a very active community group in Beausejour, Grizzly, and we have been in existence for over 15 years, and I have been the group's president for over 10 years. Our organization, the Beausejour Community Group, we're a friendly, non-political, non-profitable association of residents in the community of Beausejour. Beausejour is a very huge place, and it spans from the fire station in Grizzly and goes right up to the entrance to Kaimaje and stretches right onto the border of the Bella Rosa area. The group is made up of volunteers, of community members, and basically the mission of the Beausejour Community Group is to foster community development, assisting in crime prevention, engendering greater community spirit to help to improve the general quality of life of residents through advocacy, participation, and education. And our motto is unity in progress in unity. So I think we are by far the most active community group on the island. And last year, the community group won the Bronze Trophy for long-standing community service.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beausejour Community Group, Bronze. So the president of the association, Mr. Jim Joseph, is making his way up to collect on behalf of the group.
That is the 2019 Lilith Award, and that's an award that's given annually to persons who have contributed to community service. And I also won the Silver Medal of Honor for outstanding community service.
Okay, Jim, so one of the challenges that COVID-19 has brought, and I think you've gotten active in that area, is the area of food security. So I know you have a few events coming on, two things that came to light, food security, and with that comes the environment and so on. So there are a couple of initiatives that you have in December. Can you talk to us about which one do you have coming first, and what exactly is it, and why? What are the details of it?
Okay. Over the past few months, in fact, since COVID-19, the community group has undertaken several initiatives. You would have heard of the Backyard Garden Initiative. Also, you'd have heard of the ADMAC Farmers Market, and it's a very successful market that we've undertaken in collaboration with ADMAC, where we sought to bring farmers together, agro-processors together. And coming out of that, we had a tree planting exercise last month, and we felt that this would help to help residents within the community to understand the need to not only plant their own food, but also to assist with food security. So what we have coming up, and it's an initiative that we've partnered with Roach Take, are two initiatives within the month of December. The first is what we call National Food Security Month, and that activity begins on the 1st of December. And what we are looking at doing is using Beausejour as a pilot region to encourage persons to grow their own food. Additionally, Beausejour has not been a farming community, but with the advent of COVID-19, as I made my rounds within the community, I realized that it is something that had impacted many of the residents. Many of them were not working, and it was important for us to bring the awareness to residents of the importance of growing their own food.
So where are you getting the technical help in directing that initiative?
Okay, so we've partnered with the Ministry of Agriculture, and actually through
Tutorial for Peri-Urban Home Gardening
discovery process, we got to find out that there's actually a backyard farming coordinator within the Ministry of Agriculture.
Good day, I am Bernette James. We are here to present to you tutorials from Perry Urban Home Gardening.
So she will be providing us some of the technical expertise that we need to be able to do this. What we've also done is form a non-formal group made up of persons who are involved in backyard farming, and they will provide some of the experience that they've had, things that they have done over the years, provide some of the step-by-step instructions that they may need.
So are you targeting a certain number of residents, or you have volunteers already for this initiative?
No, we actually want every single house. Our aim is to have every single house within Beausejour to get involved in the initiative. So what we are planning to do is to have like a registration process where persons would log on to the Beausejour community website, and then they would register. They would indicate where they live. They would indicate the type of intervention that they want to engage in, the types of crops they want to grow. And based upon that, we would know what kind of technical expertise we need to give them. We will have registration by via the Beausejour community website, and that is www.beausejourcommunitygroup.org, www.beausejourcommunitygroup.org. So you'll be able to log onto the site. You'll be able to get links to resources to help you. So you'll have videos, you will have photos, you'll have interviews, and it will give you steps on how to prepare for the launch. And we actually have the launch of the National Food Security Month starting on the 1st of December, where we have a competition, and we'll be taking assessing rather the effectiveness of the program. So we'll be asking persons to submit videos, pictures of what they're doing, and to upload it to YouTube and or other social media platforms. And then we will have like a group of judges to be able to judge different categories for the initiative.
I was asking if you have a certain number of crops that that the residents must plant, or they're free to choose whatever they want to plant.
Okay, so the residents are free to choose whatever they want to plant. Based on the type of intervention, based on the type of garden that they have, we will have some predefined to guide them as to what they should plant. So, for example, for the container gardens, we have things like chives, parsley, lettuce, Chinese cabbage, tomatoes, peppers, herbs, etc. So what they will do is when they register on the site, they will select the type of garden that they're thinking of doing. They will select the kind of crops that they think they want to plant, and they will map exactly where they live. So at least we can have an idea of the geographic distribution of persons, and also we have an idea of what is being planted within the community. Based on that, also, it will guide us in knowing what types of input I can give to them, because the Ministry of Agriculture is looking to provide in some type of input to some of the residents as well.
First off, in sowing of your seeds, the basic items you require to carry out this activity are your container here, your seed trays, your watering can, and obviously your seeds.
Like good seeds, trays can be obtained from a home and garden depot near you.
So it's a step-by-step process. We don't want anybody to feel intimidated. We want persons to understand how they should go about planting, knowing how to decide what type of crops that they're going to grow, deciding where they would like to grow their garden, knowing where they should locate their garden, knowing what they should plant, what types of tools they should have, what types of soils they should have, how to build their soils, how to transplant the seeds, how to care for the plants, and how to nurture the garden, and how to harvest. We've also decided on December 12th to have a national tree planting exercise. an exercise that Rotary has undertaken for the past 10 years. This year, they're partnering with us, and we're seeing how we can implement it in another pilot project so that we can achieve even greater success. Because over the years, they've had the tree planting exercise, but because it's a long-term project, monitoring is a challenge. So this year, what we want to do is to actually map the trees and to have follow-ups.
So they grow in essentially what is here, the citrus, the guava, the avocado.
Okay, so we have a couple of minutes left. And we'll certainly get to talk a little bit more about the tree planting initiative as well as we get closer to it. But for you, the immediate event now is the backyard garden. Now you mentioned competition. Is there a particular date for this event by which you will be judging, or how does it work out?
So what we are looking to do is to develop different criteria, maybe the youngest participant, the most innovative, the most dedicated, the oldest participant, the person who's grown the most crops, the biggest vegetables, the section of the community that has planted the most crops, the person who has encouraged their neighbors to get involved, or the most neighbors to get involved in the initiative. So we're working at the criteria between now and then. And what we'll be doing is giving out medals, trophies, other prizes. So we're looking at probably getting laptops and phones and other things to sort of inspire persons to get involved. So you'll upload your videos of what you're doing or pictures of what you're doing, maybe a narrative of what you're doing. It will be interesting to put like a little video or something of what you're doing to be able to help others learn from what you're doing. So it can be instructional, it can be educational. So during the month of December, this is what we'll be doing.
All right, so thanks, Jim. We appreciate it. We will certainly want to keep track of your progress to see how it's going. And as you mentioned, that the members who are participating will be uploading as well, so we get a feel for what is going on. We appreciate you giving us the time and look forward to having a continued conversation with you on this.
Definitely, Bernard. Thanks very much for partnering with us on this important initiative. And we just want to encourage everybody to go out there and to do what you can to improve the food security component. And let's make this a worthwhile effort.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we'll certainly get to speak with you shortly.
Definitely. Thanks.